eyeballs.
Hey guys, Justin the Lumberjack here. Guess who's back?
Me.
We got Trendy back. We're out here today doing a little beaver trapping. This will be her first time ice trapping ever, right? Through under the ice. I don't think we've done this before.
I think he set it up traps like a couple years ago, but
yeah, I don't remember. But anyway, we're out here. We got this
time is time, I guess.
big lodge. Now this one's been here for years, and there's some big beaver in here. If you've seen my previous videos, this is the creek that runs down to that beaver dam that I opened up. We have a 330 set here, a 330 set there, and a couple snares. So here we go. Let's see what we got.
Hopefully we got some monsters.
Hopefully we got something to make a pair of gloves out of.
Yeah.
That's the game plan anyway. All right. If you want to video me sticking around. But it sprung. Yep, it is sprung. Somehow they got her. Oh wait, we do got one. Little guy. There we go. All right. That is my first beaver under the ice ever.
Is that a feather right there?
It's a small one, but we got one. All right, well, now the work begins, because now we got to hurry up and I got to try and get this off him. And I want to rub them down in the snow, and that'll help dry them up. I don't have a set of setters, so I got to do it kind of the old school way. I don't know if these snowshoes are going to let me bend. How much you want to bet that ends up? Yep. I'm going to have to pop these off, kid. There's no. Ha! Just set this up last night. That's awesome.
Those snowshoes are older than dirt.
So these were my grandfather's.
My great-grandfather's.
So they've been around. And these are the ones that I did the short on. Come on out of there. And yes, I am going to get myself a different pair of binders, because that rubber's a bunch of crap. Sorry, but they're a pain. They're made for small boots. My problem is small boots mean small kid.
Like me.
I'm a big kid. So I need big boots.
I have big feet though, like you, but
yeah, but yours are narrower, you know.
Sure.
So we'll set these up here, out of the way. Yeah, that was pretty cool. And I really didn't think we had one on there, kid. I thought it was busted out.
Yeah, me too.
I didn't feel any weight on there. So this is a really small beaver. This could be this year's beaver. But he knows that means tea. Beaver backstrap for dinner.
Mm-hmm. The man is beaver backstrap.
Yes,
really
beaver
good.
is good to eat, folks. Don't knock it till you had it. Now, the fun part.
Didn't you guys tell me that it was bear the one time?
It tastes, yeah, yep, it's...
And I never had bear, and I was eating it, and you go, that's beaver backstrap, and I was so confused. They tricked me into eating it, but it's fine, because it's really good.
Gosh darn it.
So close, but yet so far.
There we go. That one's cleared.
So we've seen air bubbles in the water right here. And these sticks are fresh.
So he swam around that. Maybe his thrashing around kicked those up.
Yeah.
But yeah, those weren't there yesterday. Let's get them out of there. And this one, oh, I did have a stick on here, and we'll show you that here in a bit. But let me get this one taken care of first, and before everything freezes up. And it's a beautiful day. It's got to be 35-ish.
I think the high today was 38.
Was it?
Yeah.
It's hot. I'm sweating bucket. I got
Me
way too many clothes on. Way too many clothes on.
For the record, I kid you not, October, when it's 30, we're all freezing. And here we are in what, February, and it's 38, and it feels like it's 80 degrees outside. Like, we could all be in t-shirts and shorts right now. It's stupid.
There we go. I'm bleeding already.
Wow, isn't that fun?
Ha! I'll be darned. I don't know what it did. All right. So we got him. I take my rope. That always goes here. I do not leave that in the bag. It always goes here. That way I have it. If for some reason I get my hand caught in this trap, something bad happens, I have a way to help pry and get this thing off me if needed. These will break an arm.
Oh, yeah.
So let's scoot him out. Not down the hole. That'd be bad.
Look at that
So,
little guy.
little 15, 20 pound beaver, nothing major. Little guy. So now we want to take him over here. Scrape him in the snow.
You're giving a beaver a bath.
It dries him up right away. So he hasn't been caught that long, I don't think. But you can see now, I don't know if you can see that with the sun, but all nice and fluffy, pretty, soft. Trinity wants to hold him.
Wee. He's so cute.
All right,
Make good eating.
so this hole is almost ready to go back in.
Oh yeah, he's like not even froze. I think you're right. Imagine that as a pillow though.
So I'll show you how much ice we got here. So from the lip to there, that's about 5 inches of ice. And with what happens with the beavers running in and out of the hut, they keep the ice nice and thin. And I bet you its feed bed runs right out here and back in. Well, if I get away from here, there's going to be 16 inches of ice. But the beavers will keep it thin. That's why you got to be very, very careful when you come around a beaver house.
Always try and stick to the edge where you have ground to grab onto if need to.
If you do fall in. This is about, oh, I wish I had mother. There's a tree, and I think there should be one more right below it here that I haven't set the trap on. And that's enough sticking your hand in the cold water for nothing. But it's about 4 feet or so. So this is my setup.
Would you like to quickly explain
Explain
what exactly a feed bed is and how beavers prepare for winter?
So a lot of you have probably seen beavers out nibble along the shoreline back in the woods getting fresh saplings, and what they do is they bring those saplings and they stick them in the water here down in the mud so they don't float away, and they build this big feed bed to feed themselves for the winter. Okay, so then they come out of the house, and it's usually deeper.
That one.
Where Trady is the runway, and it comes down, and there's a deeper spot here where the beavers are always going through, and then they go out to their feed bed. So what I'm doing is I'm setting this trap right down in that run, and it takes a while to find. I got lucky, I'm not gonna lie, but I looked at I looked at the beaver house, and T, I don't know if you can see the contour of the other run over there, but if you see my footprints over there, folks, and everything, you can see how that dips down. That's usually an indicator of a run. Okay, where it's humped up and stuff, that's all insulation and where they crap and eat and everything else. So, all right, good enough on that?
Good enough on that.
All right, so now I'm going to reset this trap, which is always interesting. So this is where a lot of people get bit. And if you look here, oh, I wish I had my pliers. I wired a chunk of popple on here, And then I scarfed it a little bit to make it white, so they would see that, and then they want to come and chew on it.
Dark water, something white sticks out.
They don't see very good in the water, so it's just a something shiny, oh look, dinner type of thing. Oh, I really don't like that stick right there. That's all set. Put these off on you as you're trying to set them. So I'm just gonna dump some of this out. Oh, now I stirred up the mess. Okay. I think I got them all out of there. No one likes to do this twice. So if you had a setters, which you can use here and here, you can also use them for this part. Squeeze it together. And
Man, he bent the crap out of those, eh?
yeah, a little bit. Now this is where it gets tricky. Now I'm gonna move this one out over to the side a little bit more. And there's notches in these traps. And I got two different spots where I can set this. I'm gonna set right there. Now this is just a hanging set. A lot of people shove sticks down these holes, wire them to the sticks and all that stuff. I can't remember the gentleman on YouTube here that I watch. And it's the first time I seen these hanging sets. So I'm like, that's way faster and way easier. So I'm gonna take my safeties off. I'm gonna back my knees up. That way if it does spring, I don't get caught in a kneecap, because that'd be a bad day for me. And I bend these up straight up and down, just like so. And I'm gonna grab my stick here, get this up in the air. Now you see how that's hanging goofy because of this one? I don't know what happened here, but it can't be that way. It can't be that way. What happened here? It should not be at an angle like that. Really don't want to take that off. Alright, well, we'll see what I can do here with it. There we go. That worked. So now I'm going to put this back down the hole, hopefully.
Slow and steady.
Yep. I might have to make this hole a little bigger here at some point. All right, now we're gonna head over to the other one and see what we got in those. Oh, I got a big toe issue and boy, it's hurting. Been able to walk up high over the beaver. I'm gonna sneak across the front here. And we got air bubbles here as well.
Let's see if I can get a close up here. Let's see if there's a key.
So we got air bubbles in here.
Point one out. There's one there, one there. We got quite a few over here.
Yep. So I gotta bust this open. So I was here about noon to about 2:30 yesterday because I decided I was only going to have this one set that we just did out here. I didn't have enough of the 330s. And I really didn't want to fart with the snare system. So I called my cousin and he had some up at his cabin, at their cabin. So I asked him if I could borrow a couple. And he said, go right ahead. So that's what we're doing now, using now. This is one of his traps. And then I did end up doing a snare setup. I don't know how good of they were.
Got splashed right in my face by water. How rude.
Is the camera full?
No. I caught most of it. You're welcome, guys.
So there's a lot of feed in here in this hole, which was not here yesterday as well. And I personally think this is like their discharge, so to speak, side, to where they get rid of the leftover din. This one is empty. Nothing on this one.
Nope.
So now, without setting this off, yeah, I should definitely did that differently. Well, I guess it wouldn't matter. Oh, those sticks will set this off. Try and keep that out of the way. There's air bubbles in here, but I'm not seeing anything on it. I don't think so, but I'll pull it up just to show and tell, so to speak.
Show and tell.
Okay, so my loops are smaller, so something was by it. This is the crappy part about these, is you bang them on something and they'll slide down. I'm trying not to set off the 330. All right. I'll go down in the mud a little bit. Yep, they're still out. I wanted them. And we'll set the G30 right on top of her again. And I'm just gonna take dinner, anybody? It's good for a beaver. Well, that's too bad. I didn't have nothing. I seen them air bubbles. I thought for sure that we were gonna have something here. Well,
I guess air bubbles could mean that there was some sort of activity.
yeah, they were. I mean, so when their beavers are swimming, they make air bubbles, and then when they let air out.
Just the one that got away, I guess.
You guys won't see it, but yesterday when I punched the holes out here, when I first broke through the ice, you could hear air coming through the hole.
Mm-hmm.
That's all the air bubbles that's been trapped underneath there from these guys. And maybe a little bit of a cavity, but I don't know how much of cavity with the crick right here.
Right.
Rotted. So, well, T, now we gotta hoof it back. And we got one more at the north end of our lake to check.
Yep.
And then we're gonna check 2 more houses on our lake. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 houses on our lake. Some are being used, some are not. And then we got one more little pug hole.
The south end.
That we're gonna try and set up in as well. So, all right, guys. Talk to you in a bit.
Ha-ho, ha-ho.
All right, we're off to the second set. This is an active house. I don't know if you can see that little hump over there, but that's an inactive house. There's no breather hole on that one at all, and the ice is thick around it. So that's why I'm set up here. Eventually I might put another setup on this one. I haven't decided yet, but we'll see. This is where I was, and it's pretty deep. I didn't like it because I think I was right in the middle of the feed bed.
Yeah.
So I moved in. Hopefully their runway is out of the house. This one, we got air bubbles again. So we'll see here in a second. This one's barely froze over there. You can tell I did this one later in the evening.
Oh yeah.
Just before, well, about I got done with this one, what, about 4 something?
Do you have another set right there, or is that just...
No, that's where I was gonna go, and it wasn't deep enough. So I knew I was in the wrong spot. Lots of air bubbles.
You can hear it.
Have a ice scooper in the wheeler, which I don't know why I didn't throw that in the bag for our last one, but I didn't.
This is when we insert a long drum roll.
Well, I'm gonna see. So sometimes, folks, if you got clear water and you're not too disturbed of the world, sometimes you can just look down here
No.
and see the beaver. But I'm just gonna grab here and I don't, boy, that's sitting weird, so move these ones out of the way.
I think it's still set.
I think so too.
Yeah, it's still set. For us, we have very dark water.
She's still, nothing happened on this one. There's air bubbles around it, so their air bubble theory is, I don't know if it's true or not. Not saying something wasn't messing around it. Well, you can see some fresh sticks, and some of that is from me yesterday when I had to reach in here and clear out some of this. But, do I have my, yes I do. I'm gonna try some. This looks like a little birch.
Oh, we're making a little teaser.
I don't know if that's our cousin over there practicing or what. Just kind of want to get it without. So that's a deep hole right there, so we'll just put that down like yonder. And that's it. All right, well, unfortunately we didn't get nothing in this one, but that's the way it goes. So right now we are, well, technically we got 3 traps over there if you call this their setup. So
We're 1 out of 4.
1 for 4, yeah.
0.25%. Well, wait. Wow, that was horrible math skills right there. 25%. That was so bad. Not 0.25. That's even worse. Blooper.
All right, guys. Well, now we'll go back and we're gonna get ourselves set up to go in and actually make a setup.
Woo!
Oh, that
You're-
hurt.
Yeah, you're really good at that. Okay. Quick sum up, because I have zero idea when the camera battery decided to die on me. Can you tell it's been a while since I've operated the camera?
It's hard to tell when the battery goes out unless you're paying attention.
Yeah, I definitely wasn't, because I was showing the breather hole. Anyways, no beaver in the other plug hole. My dad has set up this hole a couple days ago.
I chiseled this hole. I haven't put a set in it though.
Yeah. The ice is the deepest in the entire lake. It's like 2 feet deep right here. We haven't been able to find thinner ice anywhere in here. It all seems to be about the same. But I want to show you all this breather hole. This might be the second time that We got another hole right here too. We got two. It's hard to tell though. Quite frankly, I don't know when the camera decided to be weird, but anywho, we just kind of stumbled upon this. This might be edited out, this might not be, we'll see. But the one I found is up here. You can see it goes all the way in. And then I just noticed this one. So now my dad's currently getting the trap set up. We'll walk over here again and, you know, check in with him because he can. Man, it's such a nice day out. How's it going?
I wish I had a pair of setters. Dad's hand they ain't as strong as they once was. Alright, well, there's one side.
Ooh, excuse me. Oof. I feel like it's 80, but holy cow, am I sniveling as if it's 40 below.
It's not rocket. Just the wind and let me see if this makes a difference. Nice up a bit. There we go. Ooh.
So close.
These jokers that wear this stuff out of the way. There's more crap in the way. There we go.
Boom.
Ooh, I got on there tight. Poor man's way of setting a trap.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
That's what they used to do in the old days. Alright. Take that pole and shove it down until you touch water. Or bottom. Water.
I was gonna say, I'm about to touch the water. Whoa.
You'll be able to feel mud, but I want to know.
That's bottom.
Okay, and I'll pull it up so I can see approximately 3 feet.
It's hard to do this one-handedly.
It's tall as your dad.
Oh, I did it.
So it's as tall as me. So here's this. Now we gotta find my cutters that I put right here, T.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I probably stepped on them or covered them full of ice or some damn thing, but here I can find them. They're black angled.
Welcome to the hunt. Oh. Found him.
Go inside that bag, in like a camouflage bag. There's gonna be a little sticks in there about this big.
Okay.
I need one. Please.
Let's go on an adventure. Into the trapping bag we go. Not the axe. That's another trap.
Get this stuff squared away. And I'll wire this to the bottom of the trap, so you know the top is this is your latch, that's your trigger.
Yep.
So you know that's going to be the top, so you can latch your bait stick, which is just about as wide as the trap, right? And we come in. I guess I got a little more wire here than I really needed, but that's all right. And I gotta remember how I twisted that this time. Yesterday when I did this, I twisted it by hand one way and I went with the pliers the other. Went the wrong way. So all I'm doing is pulling and twisting, pull and twist. And I'm just trying to get that tighter on there. If possible, tighter the better. And that's getting ready to break, so I'm just going to leave that. And I'm going to take that one and that one and leave it right there.
Magic!
Set them there, come over to the other side, do the same thing. It does help if you can get these pretty tight right off the get-go.
Try to do it though by hand.
No, that's the way you used to do it in the trades. You know, when Dad worked in the mine and in the trades, this is how we do it.
Right, but your hands kind of don't function as well as they used to back then.
That's pretty tight. Give her a little, oh yeah.
Shimmy, shimmy.
It's probably the tightest one I've gotten so far. I'm just gonna trim them off. Tap them. You can mow them over a little bit. That way they don't interfere with you. Now the fun part. You want to make sure all these are clear. Get those out. Squeeze it together. This is going to be a hairy one. Okay. So now I got to not hit that trigger, but I'm gonna get these twisted up.
I'm gonna get off the stick because you're gonna need that here in a second.
What I really want to do is get this frickin' glob of snow out of there so it doesn't hit that trigger. That would really upset me. And already, son of a gun. Stupid safeties. Get in the way. I mean, they're good, but they get in the way. There's no doubt about it.
They just become a pain in the butt sometimes.
Come up. Try not to wibble wobble too much. Keep your hands wide if you can. Just like that. Nice and easy down. Can you move those trees, please? Just like that. All right. Now, take these and lay them crisscross them here.
Oh, that was a piece of ice right on my knee. That didn't feel too good.
Just go like that.
And this theory here
You take those ones and just cover them up.
is
Two things. One, it's a dark color, so when the sun beats on it, right?
Yep.
Warms it up, keeps things melted. And then the saps and the needles and all that stuff will help supposedly keep the hole open.
keyword supposedly. But I do want to say that this does work, since you pre-said this hole, what, 2 days ago?
Yeah, I was really surprised that there's only, you know, half an inch or so of waste inside it. That's good. And then I'm just gonna come down here.
Now we're putting our tag on it.
And I suppose got 9 miles of cable, and I only get a little bit on it, I suppose. Oh yeah, look at that. Nope. Should be enough.
And what that tag does is, if Warden was to check this out, they would be able to figure out who has this trap and be able to get a hold of you if there's a problem.
Yep, that's right. I'm just gonna set that like that.
That way it's
sticking
visible.
up. And that's it, folks. So that will be the end of this video.
Yep.
We got another one set, so I will make another check tomorrow. But next video, maybe it'll be me processing that beaver down.
Yeah.
If not, maybe I'll do this one, and then maybe the following one I will. It's been a while since I've done one, so do one that I can screw up on before I show you guys.
Right.
So, all right, guys. As always, thanks a lot. Please do us a favor, give us the old thumbs up, subscribe, and share with your friends if you would, please. I'd be grateful. It help us expand our channel a little bit and help us grow. Thanks, guys. Have a good day.